Welcome back. World Blood Donor Day is established in 2014 by World Health Organization to take care of blood and its products, and is celebrated annually on June 14. That's today. And this is the way we welcome you to this segment. Welcome. I'm still your friend, IJ, and Theophilus is still here with me.
Your friend as well. I'm here.
You're not sure, are you?
I'm very sure.
Okay. So, to help us look at this particular topic today, as we celebrate World Blood Donor Day, is Dr. Nwajiaku, Dr. Louis Nwajiaku. He is the Secretary of Nigerian Medical Association, Anambra State. That will welcome you to our studio this morning.
Thank you very much, viewers. And we plead with you to stick on and listen to what ABS is offering us this morning, in line with WHO.
Always looking pleasant.
Thank you very much.
Coming from you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Now tell us more. What is World Blood Donor Day? Can't I donate any other day? Must it be on June 14?
Right. World Blood Donor Day actually was an idea that was conceived by World Health Organization, an organization domiciled with the power to look after our health all over the world. And they looked at June 14 as a day to actually be thankful to those who donate blood, and to raise awareness and to make us participate in blood donation because of the benefits accruable from it. Why June 14th? June 14 remarkably happens to be the birthday for the man whom will continue to give credit for pioneering efforts. You know, he actually been able to give to us, and he was actually a Nobel Prize winner, because what did he do? He was able to find the reason for which we can make blood safer by attaching safety of blood donation to blood groups. The man is Dr. Karl Landsteiner, an Austrian.
An Austrian?
Yes, in 1900. That was when he was able to identify that one of the reasons for which you have challenges when you are offering blood transfusion, many of them will arise from mismatch in the blood group. And that continues to be what we enjoy today with regards to blood transfusion.
Okay. So who can donate? Who is the person that is qualified to donate blood?
Yes, for you to qualify to donate blood, you must be fit. And fitness here requires what is your blood level. What we use to assess that is what we call the hemoglobin level. For a woman, we require a minimum of 12 grams for the woman, and for the man, 13 grams for the man.
12 grams of hemoglobin?
Yes, your level, concentration of hemoglobin in your blood must be up to 12 grams for a woman to donate, and must be up to 13 grams for a man to donate. Other things will now be with regards to screening the person to qualify absence of infection, such as HIV, such as hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and other factors that may actually be picked from blood. And then the requirement that your blood group must be compatible with the recipient. So this is what you require.
You must be checked about these things before you
are able to donate blood.
Yes.
If
For
you
you
are HIV positive or whatever, you can donate now. It's obvious.
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely.
HIV positive individual can donate to HIV.
Yes, but we don't commonly do that because that may increase the chances of resistance. There are strains of HIV. It's not just one. So the strain this person is going along with may be different from the other. So if you're actually asking for somebody to donate for safety purposes, HIV positive person should not donate to another HIV positive person.
I see. Okay, while you're watching us, let me quickly remind you again that we are on Star Times 113, and then on Metro Digital channel 29, Metro Digital channel 29, and then Star Times 113. And also to inform you that this program is open and very, very open for participation. The numbers are on your screen. You call, ask doctor your question, or you make suggestion, or you tell us whether you would like to donate blood. Okay. Welcome again.
I want to look at, hence this blood that is donated comes from a different entity and enters into another entity. I am aware that there are some side effects.
Certainly, there are some side effects.
Can we talk about it?
Thank you very much. When a doctor says this person requires blood, transfusion has to be done. That's what we call a blood transfusion. It means it is a matter of life and death. The doctor gives a patient blood, transfuses blood when he has no choice. So it is actually the last resort. So while he will work to ensure that some reactions or side effects that come from it are guided against, the ultimate aim by the doctor is to ensure that life is sustained. That is why WHO for the team this year says, be there for someone else. Give blood, share life.
Which one is Blood Connects also? Is it part of it?
Yes, for 2018.
Blood Connects also.
For 2017, it's Blood Connects all.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You live because you have blood.
Yes.
I live because I have blood. So blood is life. And when you take life away, it is death. So when somebody requires blood as a last resort, what it simply means is that you're taking life away. Now, you talked about the side effects.
Yes.
Right. The side effects, most of them are avoidable.
Avoidable?
Yes. Most of them are avoidable as it is. And that is why we talk about safety during transfusion. And what is required for that safety? Safety for the donor, safety for the recipient. Now, most times when we talk about the transfusion issue, we're talking about the recipient. Now, for that recipient, for us to make that blood safe, it requires one, that the donor's blood must be matched with the recipient's blood. And that is where the factor of blood group comes in. Blood group is specific to every individual. Mine is unique. Yours is unique. And there are two major ones. There are many forms of blood group we have, but the two major ones that will elicit a reaction that will cause your body to react and attack.
Actually, I was going to ask you because I know there are different types of blood group.
Exactly.
Which one is can donate? Can all the types donate blood?
Now we have the ABO blood group. We have the rhesus group. We have the Kel, the Lewy, many of them. But the two most important groups are actually the ABO and then the rhesus. And these
ABO.
are the blood group.
Okay. Blood group A, B, and O.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. So what we are looking at is those who belong, who have this. What is ABO, the blood group we're talking about? Is an antigen, is a protein on the surface of red blood cells that are specific to you and are specific to me. Do you understand me? So the body is built in such a way, God is so wonderful, that you are Theophilus Ukaha and you're specific. So if you have a blood group A, I may have blood group B, another person may have blood group AB, the other may have blood group O. And these factors also have another protein that's attached to them, which is rhesus positive or rhesus negative. These things ought to match. The intricacies now may not be what the audience will actually benefit from. It's largely a medical issue.
Right. You could be blood group O.
Yes.
But then your and then I blood group O, but
yes.
Your what do you call it?
Rhesus. Yes.
Negative and
exactly.
mine positive.
Exactly.
Ah.
So you may be blood group O, myself blood group O, and you may be rhesus D positive and myself rhesus D negative.
Really?
Yes. All these
so
all these have to be
donate to each
exactly. We must factor this when
But
we're
if it's
trying
like
to
that, can we donate to each other?
Now, generally, for the person who is rhesus blood negative and is blood group O, we usually call them universal donors.
Okay.
They can give anybody. In fact, some people call them donatus. Do you understand me?
That's
they can give
group O with
rhesus.
negative
Yes,
rhesus.
yes, they can give anybody.
So,
But they can only receive from blood group O rhesus negative.
So these are the restrictions involved.
This is one blood group is a restriction. The fact that you have to screen the blood to be sure that HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, is not there, hepatitis B virus is not there, and then C that is coming up recently. Do you understand me? Yes. Yeah, it's another major issue coming up.
So where is that one coming from?
It's been existent. The only thing is
But
that
why I say it's coming up?
Coming up because more awareness is coming, more people are having it. Do you understand me?
So what is it all about?
It's even more dangerous than the so-called hepatitis B virus.
Are you serious?
Yes, yes.
End time.
Sure, it's not coming from any of the borders.
It's not coming. No, it's been always with us.
Oh.
The only thing is that
we've not noticed it, or what?
no, we've noticed it before now. The only thing that awareness has been quite low with regards to hepatitis C, and it's a major killer because presently there are little or no medications
Provision
to
for that.
but it's treatment as it is.
Because I know that once you take immunization.
Exactly, you take immunization to protect you against that. That one immunization is far from coming up presently. And then hepatitis B also, there are some medications that can help you just as HIV as it is. So these are the factors. So if you're checking the blood, you must check the blood group for compatibility that the person gets to match with the other person. You must also check for infection, and then you check for the person's level of blood before you provide and give to your recipient.
A whole lot to talk about. But before you come up to Theophilus, let's take a little break here and bring in Vospop. Let's feel the pulse of the people.
onye n'ibili ya onye ọbụla ọ dị mkpa na a ga-enye ya ọbara m ga-edoneti ka e wee sevu ndụ ya maka onwe onye ọya akọ na-arụ a na-achọ blọd ka e wee sevu ndụ onye ahụ enene ya ọbụla ọ dị oke m ga-edoneti na onye ahụ blọd ka e wee zọta dị ndụ ma ọ bụrụ na nke mụ na ya maachị
donate ma ọ bụrụ na the need arise and donate as far as it is to save life. To who? To anybody. No particular specific. As far as no, there was a time donate with blood.
Mmadụ donate with blood ma enwee the need when the need arise.
To anybody.
To anybody.
Ana m edonate with blood don't know critical condition no onwe a friend onye mma na critical condition one of blood mra matter can donate blood to who can donate in Canada so on critical condition can donate blood to somebody not in Canada because I most as one case I went am get blood I call am pride then can donate the mazi over well let's go now so which is not the ideal thing.
When I issue of donating of the blood, and I wouldn't want my can I didn't say them blood. You have to donate money. Maybe I know I was saying them I would take away candidate on my money. What condition I have? Get it on one nigga. But then so talking to the blood. Then I know how much. Well, when I'm become I will come away, I will just I want to my UN as a state. Thank you.
Very fun out there. I will come away me at it then. When Ghana I'm seeing and got a junior. Can you pipe for me?
Oh, yeah, because I say, thinking away over Abia, I'm over. Now, this is what I wanted to ask. The saving lives through blood donation. the essence of blood donation is to save lives. But I'm worried. Oftentimes, you see, after donating this blood to save life, the person will eventually die. And some will not have the effects immediately. Maybe after 1 year or 2 years or thereabout, they'll start having the effects. And eventually they will die. Why save life in donation of blood?
Thank you. We must be able to draw the line. Now, what is the doctor trained to do? The doctor is trained to provide those services that he thinks are necessary to sustain life up to the moment God says your efforts put to stop. So whether the patient is going to die or not is not a reason to say you're not going to find. Yes, that's euthanasia. You're terminating life. And it's against the Hippocratic oath. Yes, the interest of the patient is your primary objective. And the life you got to save.
Assuming the patient, okay, the person must sign an agreement, sort of, I have to accept it.
No, it's
or
not. It's not usually.
You give it to the person.
No, it's not imposed. It's not a written consent. It's usually an oral consent. For a conscious patient, you discuss that. For an unconscious patient, decision could be taken by the relatives. And then where consent cannot be offered, and you think you're saving the life of that patient, ethically you're morally bound to ensure that you sustain the life of that patient.
Doc, we are still with Dr. Nwajiaku for if you're just joining us, please. And this is Good Morning Anambra. And he is the Secretary of Nigeria Medical Association, Anambra State. And I want to find out, what are your union doing to raise awareness for people to start donating blood? Because I know sometimes Red Cross champions such a cause. So what is your union doing?
Yeah, it's everybody's effort. It's everybody's effort. As it stands now, we're distributing flyers, raising awareness, and that is why WHO is factoring in the need to raise awareness by all and sundry.
Okay, the need to raise awareness. Let's see who is there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. It's gone.
So everybody's effort, not just the doctor, as it is. And the emphasis by WHO is about voluntary donors. We have 3 classes of donors. Voluntary donors who are unpaid, they are not remunerated in any way. Then also you get blood from family members and from friends when the need arises. And those who are commercial donors. In Nigeria, the family donors as well as the commercial donors are largely the people who are pioneering this idea of saving life. Once you donate blood, just have to know yourself that you're sharing life. Because blood is life. So we need everybody. Abroad, the emphasis absolutely now is blood donation services that will come from voluntary donors. Those who don't want themselves to be remunerated, because you can't equate life to money.
Even Bible say that.
Right.
That Nandokale Ifeji Azuya. That's nothing you can compare with life. Right. Doc, that's a case that I've witnessed. A woman that started having what do you call it? Is it boy or what? Okay. Now potassium all over her face, all over her body, and she said that it was after she took blood while she was sick and the blood was transfused.
The effect we're talking about.
You understand? And then we asked, did the person that donated the blood have this kind of addiction? They said no, that is his own brother. I mean her own brother that donated the blood. And then this started coming out.
The point is, one, the problem you talked about may have come from the blood transfusion, but many a time it won't come from it, because if the proper thing has been done before transfusion, such complication is not expected to arise. Do you understand me? You talked about complications. Complication could be from the infection if the blood is not screened. Most times the blood ought to be screened. So that doesn't result unless there is error along that path. Do you understand me? Now, if proper care is not taken, the person may get overload with regards to the blood. Now, the person may react to the blood if it's not properly cross-matched. These are largely issues that may be immediate or far-reaching at the end of the day. But for the woman who is talking about she developed some issues after blood transfusion, it may not necessarily be that blood. To a very large extent, it may not be that blood. For instance, there are some conditions that erupt in patients that have HIV. Maybe the terminal age, stage 4. Most of these people at this stage require blood transfusion on a recurring basis. But many a time, some conditions will develop in them, components of the complication. And they were attributed to the blood. But that's not the blood. It's the consequence of the illness you're having, which is getting to a terminal stage.
Really?
That is the truth. Knowledge is very poor among our people, particularly to health. And then to... What of our people who believe that if you give somebody blood, you've mortgaged your destiny?
I don't want to go there because that one is superstition.
Do you understand? No, that's what I'm saying. It equates to a woman who thinks she got blood transfusion and developed those eruptions later on. Eruptions that were developed during blood transfusion will be most commonly among the immediate ones we have. The blood doesn't match and your body reacts. And once it reacts, you see it right away. And then the blood is stopped, and there are processes to revert some changes.
Okay, maybe we'll use this opportunity to advise our people on how safe it is to donate blood, because a whole lot of people, like you say, have this kind of premonitions or apprehension that, no, I can't donate my blood. As I would say, if I donate, I will die. Not knowing that your blood level must be measured before one is taken from you.
Yes.
So please advise our people rightly.
My advice is very simple. You are sharing in creation when you're donating blood. You're participating in helping humanity when you are giving blood to someone who needs it. Because anytime the doctor says, I want to give somebody blood, it means if I don't give this blood, this person has a high chances of dying. So when you provide blood, it means you want to keep that person alive. And then let us deviate to a large extent from the commercial benefits as it is. Let us not emphasize the money that you're going to earn from that blood transfusion. Think of the life you're saving first of all. And that is what is most important. And we really need to share in helping ourselves. And part of the role you have is that if you're screened and you're fit to donate, please donate, and you have actually extended life. That's advice I can offer.
Yes, thank you. But before we go, this commercial you are mentioning, is the blood expensive? Why would one want to donate his blood for commercial purposes?
To get a unit of blood now takes about 10,000 naira.
10,000?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and for the rare groups like the O rhesus negative I'm talking about, it may take you up to 20,000, 30,000 naira
really?
To access it. So you find out that sometimes the doctor is in dire need of the blood. It's only commercial donors that are ever ready to come. Relatives may not be handy. Then the voluntary one donated may not be available.
Okay. Thank you very much, Doc. Thank you. Even if it is 100,000, it's not enough for you to say you won't save a life. Life is more important than whatever you are giving to it. Please, let's start donating. Okay? Thank you, Doc. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so don't go away. We are still here with you.